Roman Kamyab leads them up to the line, the WSK Open Cup. And we race. Jack Iliff misses the start. There's the American trying to dart back in. He's missed it badly, and the Texan back to P7. Superstar by Filippo Sala, the Italian in second place. He knew exactly what was up. Now he looks over his right shoulder. There's Augustus Toniolo, his teammate. As Roman Kamyab from pole position, gets away smartly, but he's being shadowed, being hounded by not one, but two team drivers. Down the hill for the first time without a problem, Roman Kamyab looking for a victory, making the move and going on through. Iskander Zulfikari, that was the Turk, who's looking good this weekend, multiple heat wins. And right up there now in the early stages of this race, Iskander Zulfikari and T-Baby race in first, second, and now fourth places because Filippo Pancotti has gone through as well. So it is Roman from Filippo, Iskander and Filippo. Pancotti is just ahead of Vladimir Ivanikov, the Tinga Moto driver, ahead of Augustus Toniolo. Jack Iliff, the American from Grid 2, back in second, seventh place. Dean Hugendorn, William Collegiate, Bogdan Cosmo Christopher. His older brother David finishing third in last year's WSK Mini Open Cup. The Romanian just outside the top 10 ahead of Busso and Arias Bosco. Look at how Filippo Sala has just closed up on the back of Roman Kamyab into the hairpin. Dives down the inside. The Italian back in the top spot. Here we go on the second lap of the race. This, be assured, will not end until this, the very final corner in what will be now 8 laps time. Filippo Sala, 14 driver. Heads not one, not two, but 3 drivers for the Brescian Baby Race racing team. Team the Dutchman in P5 for the Kiddix Driver Academy. In the Alonso card ahead of Vlad Ivanikov, Jack Iliff, William Collegiate, Cosmo Christopher and Arias Bosco. Filippo Sala 5.50, he's pushed into the hairpin by Roman Kamyab, and it's not letting up. He stares over his right shoulder. Back to the Brit, says, come with me, boys. I'm up for the fight. Here goes the Italian, he rides wide. Down the hill, makes a slight error, he knows it, and he puts the team driver kart in the middle of the circuit. Watch on the exit. Here comes Kamyab. Dives down the inside, the Brit back in position 1. Here comes the Turk on the outside. What a move! Team Baby Race, first, second, and third place. But Sala gets him back on the exit. Dean the Dutchman capitalizes. Smart move by the 10-year-old from the Netherlands. He's into position 4. Baby Race on their home circuit, first and second. The WSK Open Cup comes alive here this afternoon. There's Pancotti at the back of that freight train as well. We go back to Jack, the Texan, trying to fight and drag himself into the battle, not only for the podium, but for the win here this afternoon. Roman Kamyab 5.13. The Brit, Iskander Zulfikari 5.90. The driver from outside Istanbul in Turkey in second place. There's Dean the Dutchman, gone through in third. And look who's followed him through, Vladimir Ivanikov. He won the WSK Supermaster Series here. The race for the Komoto team, that was back at the start of the year. We're coming into the end of the year, and he's just, one position off the podium, just 3 positions off repeating that victory, with Filippo Pancotti breathing down his neck. So they start a lap 4 of 10. The WSK Open Cup mini final here this afternoon, and Zulfikari is glued to the back of Roman. William Collegiate with a 53.069. There's the Australian, he's the fastest driver on the circuit, but he's back in 8th place. Approaching half race distance, Vlad Ivanikov trying to shake Filippo Pancotti, but he can't do it. What a disaster for Filippo Sala. He desperately wanted this before moving up to okjunior. He's not even on the podium. He's not even close, he's in 6th place. As Vlad dives down the inside, Dean back to P4. Pancotti on the outside, here comes the recovery from Sala. The Italian back into position 5, still Baby Race in first and second place. Vlad Ivanikov, this is ominous. The Sicilian Team Gamoto, who have won just about everything there is to win in mini and junior karting over the past decade. They're in third place with their Russian star, Vlad Ivanikov. That's him in 5.01. We'll check the gap. It was 0.3 of a second to the baby race drivers now into the second half of the race. Do not discount Dean as well. Finished in P2 in the inaugural running of the WSK Mini Super Cup at La Conca 1 month ago. He's glued to the back of the Russian. Will he put it down the inside? Vlad tries it and goes through. It wasn't the cleanest move in history, but regardless, he's into second place. Around the outside, Sala capitalizes. Zulfikari now pulls away, the Turk in position 1. Sala from position 6. Remember, he was the early race leader. He's now back up onto the podium. William Kalija, fastest lap a few moments ago. On the back of Jack Iliff. As Jack dives down the inside, William goes by as well. They both pass Pencotti. Iskander Zulfikari from Turkey in position 1 for the Brescian team. Oh, could we surely see a repeat? Vlad Ivaninkov winning the WSK Supermaster Series race on the podium in that series. He's gone from 5th to 4th to 3rd to 2nd. Dean around the outside of Jack, trying to make the move. He's down in 9th place. The Dutchman make that 8th because he takes him. Can Vlad go 2 from 2 here at Lonato? The gap is down to 0.3 of a second. He's catching him as he pulls away from Filippo Sala. The first 4 are gone. From Turkey, from Russia, from here in Italy, and from the Kings England, Roman Kamyab. 2 from Baby Race, 1 from Team Driver, and the Team Gamoto driver Vlad Ivaninkov in 2nd place. This is the 3rd last lap of the race. Last time around, a 53.332 for Iskander Zulfikari. Vlad Ivaninkov took a 1/10 of a second out of the Brit. Down through the chicane, into the hairpin for the 3rd last time. That's a good passing opportunity for anybody, but they're all spread just too far back to make a move now. Vlad Ivaninkov as Filippo Sala, 14 driver, watch behind him. Roman Kamyab, position 4. Baby Race. Can they make it both onto the podium? Iskander in 1st. Okay, remember, started on pole position, the British driver. And now he's on the back of Filippo Sala, the penultimate lap of the race. Down into the hairpin. There's Ivaninkov, just straight lines the ripple strip. Look at Sala stare over his right shoulder. No point looking, he needs to defend, he can't. Kamyab goes through. Baby Race, 1st and 3rd place. Ivaninkov, the gap is 0.0. He closes in on the back of the Turk. Iskander Zulfikari down the inside into the chicane. Vlad Ivaninkov, 14 Gamoto, goes through to take position 1. Here we go, the last lap. Next time round, it's not over yet. Baby Race, 2nd and 3rd place. There's Sala at the moment off the podium. Last lap now for not the Turk, but the Russian for the Sicilian Team Gamoto, Vladislav Ivaninkov. He won the WSK Supermaster Series here at the earlier on in the year. Looking for the victory, but he leaves the door open. Zulfikari gets him back, looks over his left shoulder. Here comes Roman. And again, it is Baby Race in 1st and 2nd place. Sala around the outside. Vlad gets him on the exit. Zulfikari, has he got enough? 500 meters to decide the title. Down into the chicane for the final time. We started with 87 drivers. We're down to the final 4. Sala is at risk of missing the podium. Baby Race, will they win the race? Vladislav Ivaninkov is too far back. That checkered flag is about to wave. The WSK Open Cup for 2022 goes to Turkey. Iskander Zulfikari with a spectacular victory here at Lonato. Wow, what a race. Vladislav Ivaninkov, P2, and Roman Kamya back on the podium. The Brits in 3rd place. Filippo Sala, 14, the Dutchman, 52.951. Went purple on the last lap, but he just misses the podium. Oh, wow, what a race here at the center of the karting universe.